Alrighty, what's up, y'all? Day 52. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired. I was moving all day, into my college dorm, or like not dorm, but housing. I don't know. I got off campus housing. And then I came home and I was like, you know what I should do? I should do the epic OA. That shit was 2.5 hours. Like, actually, just an awful use of my time. And it wasn't even actually like an OA. It was like the most heinous, random IQ type bullshit test. I don't know, it was weird. What's up, J9? So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this LeetCode thing. I've been like trying to get some AI icons to like test different things for any food because I don't really love this icon up here. Like, I think the pizza's just kind of ass. So, yeah. Also, earlier today, I was trying to figure out some AWS stuff. But then I had to leave because I needed to do the epic thing. So, yeah. But that'll probably have to be a Friday thing. I might have to do an earlier stream tomorrow because I have a night shift tomorrow from 7 to midnight. So, yeah. Those are all my things in the world. Okay. What's up, John? John, I apologize. No AWS today. I didn't get it set up in time before I had to deal with like a bunch of moving shit, and then I took an OA, so I just didn't have time. Night shift, yeah. You know, like Norris at night, Janine. But I'm hoping by tomorrow we can do something, John. Hopefully, it's kind of just a busy weekend for me. But yeah, since I'm manager, Janine, I have to go to Norris at night. I did get roped into that. All managers have to go. You know, becoming a manager gave me a 30-cent increase. I was supposed to get a $1 increase. It's fucked up. Okay. Alice and Bob are playing a game. I fucking hate these two. You are given a string S. Alice and Bob will take turns playing the following game where Alice starts first. On Alice's turn, she has to remove any non-empty substring from S that contains an odd number of vowels. On Bob's turn, he has to remove a number of vowels. First player who cannot make a move on their turn loses the game. We assume that both Alice and Bob play optimally. That's what I'm saying, John. Alice and Bob are always on some fuck shit. Dude, it's so bad, Janine. It's so bad. It's because of the fucking budget cuts. Okay, so this is just like another math problem. Fuck off. What do you manage? You Mr. Man? Dude, I'm John Manager. No, we have like a game room at Northwestern, which is like where all the pool tables are, all like the consoles are, we have like a bunch of gaming PCs, stuff like that. I'm a manager for that space. Okay. So how the fuck do I calculate this? Just play Valorant and get paid. No, I have to like sit at a desk. So it's typically I do homework and get paid. Or I watch YouTube and get paid. But this quarter I'll have to do work and get paid because I have so much shit to do this quarter. This quarter is actually going to be me versus Burnout, and Burnout is going to win. Okay, so it's always optimal, like some observations. Always optimal to delete max number of either vowels, or either even or odd. What are you taking this quarter? I'm taking operating systems, massively parallel systems, physics, and computer graphics. And then I also have a part-time internship, 20 hours a week, then also game room, then also recruiting season. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's going to be fun. Alice can never skip a turn. Like if there's a vowel, she must take it. While Bob can take 0 and remove a constant. Yikes. Yeah. I'm fucked. I don't know why I did that. I'm so fucked, dude. I'm so fucked. Yes, it is crazy, Janine, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it anyway. Cause fuck it. We're gonna ball out. And if it balls out on me, I'm gonna drop a class. Because at bare minimum, I'm going to be taking OS and physics. And physics isn't really a real class. So then I don't think parallel is that hard of a class either. I think Ben told me it was not that bad. So then it's like really just OS and the part-time internship. Which model is best for coding? I like GPT-5 or like Sonnet 4. Parallel like pthread, damn right, like pthread. And then like CUDA. I feel like you just girl mathed your workload. I did just girl math my workload. Okay, dude, I don't know how Ben stays so focused for like 2 hours. I dream of being like that guy. Unfortunately, I am not that guy. Like, I hate Ben, bro. He stays so focused, and he loves what he does so much that it doesn't even seem like work. Fuck. Why can't I be like him? Is it not? Why is it unoptimal for her to go? Does it have to be a contiguous substring? Yeah, it has to be contiguous. So why would she not have gone all the way to the D? That sounds wrong. Because then Bob can't do shit. What's up, Wrench? Like, am I tripping? Because, like, the basic thing that I was thinking is I guess my thing wouldn't really know when to stop. Coding language are you using? This Python for LeetCode style questions. Yeah, I do Python for LeetCode style questions, and then I also use Go and C++ a fair bit. TypeScript on occasion. Why can I not figure this out? Maybe it's something to do with like the count of the consonants versus the count of the vowels. But doesn't the ordering matter? Like, I hate my life. How do I do this? Why can't I be like Ben, bro? You know what? Maybe if I dyed my hair purple. Maybe if I dye my hair purple. Have we thought about this? I'm not an emulatable model. No, you're not, buddy. No, you are not. No, you are not. It's like, if there's a one, like if there's no vowels, obviously she loses. If there's one vowel, like if the thing has a single vowel, she wins. If it has, is it literally if there's just a vowel? Because if she has one vowel, she takes the vowel, it gives them nothing. If there's two vowels, she takes one of them, the other guy can't take just one. If there's three vowels, she takes all three. If there's four vowels, she takes three of them, the guy can't do anything. Like here, she should just take up to here. Yeah, that's just it. I return, O U C N S. I think I need to wrap that in brackets. Do I? I'll just pre. No, I don't need to. Oh, this game sucks. I definitely could early break. Hey, what's up? How many hours do you study every day? Not enough. Probably like an hour. I don't know. Like, does taking OAs count as studying? Because if so, this is hour 3 for me today. Poor Bob. Dude, fuck Bob. No one cares about Bob. Okay, I want to quickly see if I could, like, change these favicons and see if we like any of them. Which means I have to open up menu food, front end, static, public. Okay, so this is up here. So let's try, I just GPT'd some of these. So let's download. Tough crowd for, bro, I hate Alice and Bob more than, I don't know if I can find a nice thing to say more than, to be honest. I hate Alice and Bob a lot. Let's move these into here. Rename. Fork knife. Get it like Fortnite? That's so fucking funny. Okay. Fuck. Which one is my... I guess I don't have one, so we'll just do this pizza.ico. Which one is the... There it is. So let's try fork knife. Fork knife.png. Okay, I mean, I can't really zoom in on it, but how can I make the tab bigger? Like, I don't hate that one. If I try wildcat.png. Nah, that's just too hard to see. I kind of don't hate this. I don't know if that is aura, but... Sorry, excuse me. I wonder if it'll look bigger on over here, localhost. That's like the same size. I don't know. Do you guys have any better ideas for a logo? Like for a favicon? Because like, I don't know. I just don't like the pizza anymore. For the U and NU as a bowl. Someone else in the Northwestern chat actually said that. They came up with... Hey, let me try to pull this up. It was kind of funny, actually. I enjoyed it. He said there's something to be done with making the U into an NU with like a mouth, but that just looks so interesting to me. I don't think it looks right. I need some suggestions. I have 2 years experience in Flutter from India, but in Canada Flutter is not used as much. I'm also looking to... Shisha, I don't know, brother. I'm sorry. Remote jobs are probably way too hard. I don't know. I mean, there's probably some self-taught stuff you could do. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with IT fields, to be honest. Should add photos of the food. Wait, what? What if the U and the NU was a bowl? Photos of the... What you talking about? It's in the menu. Oh, like up here? Like on each food item? Wait, each food item or like up here? Each item. Bro, that's not the logo, brother. Oh, you just mean like a separate thing. Okay. I thought you were still talking about... I see. Yeah, and no, there's definitely something to be done with that, but also that's like kind of impossible because the API that I use does not provide photos. So I can't really do that, unfortunately. So just take photos. You think me, someone who no longer has the dining hall plan, is going to go manually take photos of all 3,200 items? John, I love you, right? You're a great guy. No. No. No, no, no. No, no. No, no, no. It should be a piece of cake. I disagree. Piece of cake is a good place to start. I hate the both of you. But honestly, maybe it's my fault. Wait, why do I have a mobile? Am I on the mobile branch? I'm on master. Deferk? How'd I find you on the feed? I'm glad you're here. Just ask the Northwestern Dining to do it. Hey, John Northwestern, can you please take photos of every single fucking thing? Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? Actually, what am I doing? Why are these not getting scanned? Or are they just not opening? I should check the actual app. Or I know mod pizza isn't actually a thing anymore. I gotta update that. That's named something else. What is the location? No. Oh god. What was that gonna be in Scraper? I still don't know what to do in these situations because what the fuck has this open? What is a swap? Edit anyway. I don't care. Scrape locations. If I change the date to now, 11. It still has mod. No. What is the new pizza? Sliced pizzeria? The frick is that? The hell is Slice Pizzeria? Collapse all. Bro, what is this replacement? Okay, no wonder I'm not fucking indexing these correctly. I'm actually kind of amazed I'm indexing these correctly at all. Or I guess I'm using name. No, I'm using name, I'm not using slug. Wait, so I should check if response what we're getting back here is correct. So like for 847 burger. Yeah, okay, so they are just closed. The fuck is this the new Norris thing? Okay, so why is like protein bar not showing? Because it is closed, but it has hours. Okay. So that seems fine. Is Slights Pizzeria the thing that's replacing mod? No. Where's the... Oh, where's the one that's replacing mod? The fuck is this? Ugh, I don't know anything. This game sucks. It's backload at Kresge. Backload at Kresge. So it's still getting data. And does that match what I expect to see? Yes. Okay. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So what do I do now? I think I'm just gonna push the favicon because fuck it. Whatever. What if I just try to do... Is there a bug on the all items page? For real? What bug? Well, there is a bug. There's no bug. Just wasn't loaded in. Wait, KS the bug. It looks fine. What was happening? Maybe it's like a Chrome thing? What browser are you using? Should we on Discord? Do it like, should we join the call? Or like you send a video. Video would be nicer, not gonna lie. Oh, you're gonna call, okay. I like you a lot, John. I'm muting you. I'm not dealing with that bass boosted microphone of yours. Let's join this live. Okay. What the fuck? Bro, what? Yeah, this shit's fucked. Works on my machine. I give up. Well, thanks for showing me that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it because I don't know what the fuck is happening. Language are you using? Like in general, it's either Python, Go, or TypeScript, or C++. One of those four. Why are these doubling? Is stuff doubling now? No. Took the overscroll. See, but like, it's. Ooh, that's not good. How are these getting multiple? What the fuck? Real maple syrup is fucking too real for me. Oh, also, that just doesn't work. Okay. Cool. Why? Why couldn't I have picked a cooler project? I'm not gonna lie. I might just go to bed. I'm so annoyed right now. Is the intern luck going for you? In maybe the nicest term, horrible. Horrible, I think, is a good adjective. My resume is unfortunately dog shit. And companies don't like dog shit resumes, I've learned. Which is tough for me. It is tough for me. I think I'm gonna push this favicon change. But I don't need to keep the wildcat or the pizza anymore. Yeah. I mean, maybe one day I'll get something. That day's not today. Oh, am I gonna have to make a PR because of how I changed these settings? I think I changed the repo settings to have to make a PR for everything. We just try. Git add dot git commit dash m update favicon. Yeah. God damn it. Huh. So any foods will take it off, no sweat. See, NU food I think has already reached its like max. Actually, I wonder how many daily users I had today. We're going up. 82. Not bad. We'll see. Okay, wait, so what do I need to do? I need to... like make a PR. Starting crafting interpreters when? What is that? Crafting interpreters. In this political climate, that's a bad joke. I can't make that joke. Fuck. Okay. Anyways, how do I like take a commit to another branch? I haven't had to do this in quite a while. Cherry pick. Check out -b favicon status. What if I just get pushed to here? So I can just do that. That's pretty cool. What a gangster favicon is. Old icon had no aura. This one slightly has aura. How is merging blocked? Assign myself. Clear assignees. Dude, did I really fuck up? Copilot was requested to review. Forgot I did this. Why the fuck did I do this? Can I merge? Bro. It's like I just want to like actively make myself hate programming more. The way that I like pick my projects and pick how I do them. Like, it's hilarious to me, actually. It's like I want to make myself have a bad time. I don't want to leak any settings. I don't know if that's even a fucking thing. Where are the rules? Rule sets. Dude, I might have to, Ben. I just don't think I'm smart enough, which is unfortunate. Require... Show additional setting. Required approvals? 0. I don't care. Let me just do it myself. Okay, can I fucking... Okay. Hi, John. Documentation links. Ooh, wowie. Fun things you can do learning on the fly. There's so many books. That's true. I could just become a book reader. Bro, I don't deserve this. This man gave me docs to everything. I love you. Surely I get AWS up eventually. Let's see. Did it update the icon? No, it didn't. Did it deploy yet? It probably didn't. Let's check. Vercel. Why did Vercel not get the newest updated one? Deferk? Oh, it's still building. Okay, that's why. Makes a sense. Oh, you can actually see it. Wow. What? Don't know anything about coding, but keep hustling, bro. Thank you, man. I'm definitely like, watch 100 seconds of Terraform. I'm down. I'm definitely doing this like wrong, like in regards to streaming. The whole thing I was supposed to like stream is like stream me learning and actually coding, and I feel like I just don't do that anymore. Which is like, I'm just a fucking idiot. I think I need to... Can you guys hear it if I do this?
Terraform, an infrastructure as code tool that can provision resources.
Can you hear that? Yeah.
Sources in the cloud from simple declarative code. When building an app in the cloud, you may find yourself using the graphical user interface of your favorite cloud provider, clicking on buttons and paying for products just like you would on an e-commerce site. The only drawback of this approach is that it's complete and total chaos. You might click 1,000 different buttons to get your VM configured properly, but what happens when you need to reproduce the same thing again in the future? Terraform provides a way to build, change, and version infrastructure safely and efficiently by representing your infrastructure and all of its settings with the HashiCorp configuration language or optionally JSON. Think of it like a human-readable blueprint that can execute and automate everything you do in the cloud. It's free and open source, and the first step to get started is to install the CLI on your local system. Then from your project, create a file ending in .tf. At the top, we have a Terraform block that controls global settings for Terraform itself. Most importantly, we can define providers here, which are like plugins that can connect to different cloud providers like AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, etc. Below that, we have a provider block, which gives Terraform the necessary credentials to connect to our Google Cloud account. From there, we can create actual cloud infrastructure using a resource block. It takes a type as its first argument, which corresponds to a product on Google Cloud, then a custom name to identify it as the second argument. Inside the block, we can customize the settings of the resource, like its machine type, zone, and anything else you can imagine. Now that our infrastructure is defined as code, we can run Terraform init to initialize the project, then Terraform apply to make the actual changes to Google Cloud. It'll require a confirmation before making the changes, then after it's complete, the Terraform show command can be used to inspect the current state of the infrastructure. What's awesome is that as we add more resources to the configuration, Terraform keeps track of the changes or diff similar to a version control system like Git. Just run Terraform apply again to deploy any changes to the configuration. Now, once your startup has failed and it comes time to tear down the project, use the Terraform destroy command as the inverse of apply to delete everything in your configuration file. This has been Infrastructure as Code with Terraform in 100 seconds. Make sure to hit the like button.
LLVM in 100 seconds.
LLVM.
Let's see if it updated. It did update. I think that's a better icon.
A toolkit used to build and optimize compilers. Building a programming language from scratch is hard. You have humans who want to write code in a nice simple syntax, then machines that need to run it on all sorts of architectures. LLVM standardizes the extremely complex process of turning source code into machine code. It was created in 2003 by grad student Chris Latner at the University of Illinois, and today it's the magic behind Clang for C and C++, as well as languages like Rust, Swift, Julia, and many others. Most importantly, it represents high-level source code in a language-agnostic code called intermediate representation, or IR. This means vastly different languages like CUDA and Ruby produce the same IR, allowing them to share tools for analysis and optimization before they're converted to machine code for a specific chip architecture. A compiler can be broken down into three parts. The front end parses the source code text and converts it into IR. The middle end analyzes and optimizes this generated code. And finally, the back end converts the IR into native machine code. To build your own programming language from scratch right now, install LLVM, then create a C++ file. Now envision the programming language syntax of your dreams. To make that high-level code work, you'll first need to write a lexer to scan the raw source code and break it into a collection of tokens, like literals, identifiers, keywords, operators, and so on. Next, we'll need to define an abstract syntax tree to represent the actual structure of the code and how different tokens relate to each other, which is accomplished by giving each node its own class. Third, we need a parser to loop over each each token and build out the abstract syntax tree. If you made it this far, congratulations, because the hard part is over. Now we can import a bunch of LLVM primitives to generate the intermediate representation. Each type in the abstract syntax tree is given a method called CodeGen, which always returns
I have seen Ben do CodeGen.
an LLVM value object used to represent a single assignment register, which is a variable for the compiler that can only be assigned once. What's interesting about these IR primitives is that unlike assembly, they're independent of any particular machine architecture, and that dramatically simplifies things for language developers who no longer need to match the output to a processor's instruction set. Now that the front end can generate IR, the op tool is used to analyze and optimize the generated code. It makes multiple passes over the IR and does things like dead code elimination and scalar replacement of aggregates. And finally, that brings us to the back end, where we write a module that takes IR as an input that emits object code that can run on any architecture. Congratulations, you just built your own custom programming language and compiler in 100 seconds. Hit the like button and
Wait, what's so hard about the back end, Ben? I guess actually that I can answer my own question. There's no end to the middle end. LLVM is super sick. It's like architecture agnostic. Yeah. Bro, you kind of fucking called it, Eric. Dude, Eric, how's your startup going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Ansible in 100 seconds? Is this just... Actually, I'm completely fine with this being the stream. Actually, I don't care.
Ansible, an open source automation tool that can describe your IT infrastructure with simple declarative code. It was created by Michael DeHaan in 2012, then acquired by Red Hat a few years later, and today is one of the most popular configuration management tools. Most importantly, it uses declarative push-based YAML code that allows DevOps teams to easily automate their Linux servers, increasing efficiency while reducing the likelihood of human error. It works by making at least one machine a control node. It then connects to multiple manage nodes and sends them an Ansible module over SSH, which can configure that machine's dependencies, update network settings, provision databases, or really any job that you might need to do more than once. Developers write playbooks that contain a series of jobs called plays. Each play is a set of instructions that can be executed on one or more target hosts. It will execute each task in order against all machines in parallel. In addition, a playbook is idempotent, which means it won't actually make any changes unless it has to. An excellent real-world use case for Ansible is to manage your Linux servers on a platform like Linode. We start by provisioning a server running Ubuntu as the control node, then into it from the terminal. From there, we can install Ansible on this machine. This machine needs permission to create and modify other servers, so we'll get an access token for the Linode API and store it somewhere securely. Now, what's awesome about Ansible is that it has a massive ecosystem of pre-built playbooks that can be accessed on Ansible Galaxy. Install the collection for Linode using the Ansible Galaxy command. From there, it's a good practice to use Ansible Vault to store sensitive information like a password securely, so it's not required to be directly in a YAML file. And we'll want to encrypt our personal access token here. And now we're ready to write our first playbook. Create a file in the development directory ending in .yml, then create the first play by giving it a name, like create Linode instance. Then the host property is a pattern that defines one or more machines that will run this play, or they can be listed in a dedicated inventory file. Next, we can define reusable variables or point to files that contain multiple variables. And then we can create a task list that contains instructions that actually do something. Here we're using a fully qualified collection name of linode.cloud.instance, which is a special namespace that tells Linode to create.
So is it kind of like Terraform? You actually make the resources, and then Ansible is like how you use the resources? Or is not coding clearly, man? I don't know. I'm dog shit at this. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's going good. We're still checking. Had to learn bidirectional cursor-based scrolling. Oh god. Yeah. Best of luck. Just started learning the code starting with Golang. Go is fucking sick. I love Go. Instruction selection is like an optimization problem. Register allocation is like a tree coloring. Yeah, I remember hearing you say it's like a coloring problem, which is kind of cool. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I apologize for the past 50 days of dog shit. I have like nothing to show for what I've done in the past 50 days, but such is life sometimes. I don't know. I'm kind of lost. If I'm being for real on the main. I don't know what to do. So, I don't have a project I look forward to, but I don't know what I want to do. You know? So I get on here and it's like, what am I doing? Fuck if I know, bro. Fuck if I know. And as such, I'm not getting better. Maybe I should go just back to the embedded project. That's how it goes. Sometimes it comes in waves. Yeah, I'm on a bad wave right now, but that's all good. Open source contribution to pandas. Bro, fuck it. Let's do some crazy shit, actually. I'm down to just you know what I should do, actually? Let me go to this resources thing. Where'd you put that thing, Ben? The projects up for grabs. There it is. How do I pick a random one? Popular tags. Let's do a Python one. Last updated a month ago. What is open metadata? What even is open metadata? Single place to discover, collaborate, and get your data right. Pretty cool. Dude, Eric, I'm not doing Flutter. You're so strong. I hate anything UI. I feel like I've heard of this. Am I thinking of something else? I don't know why I opened telemetry. This sounds so familiar. I hate UI too, but I'm in too deep. You're in way too fucking deep, buddy. Build my music sharing app with me. What is the music? I remember looking at your thing, but I don't actually know. I didn't actually know what it was, what the purpose was. What the fuck is open telemetry? I don't understand what this is. I've working name. It's a single API and collector services to capture distributed traces and metrics from your application. That's pretty cool, actually. There's so many of them. All right, maybe I'll look at this tonight or tomorrow. I mean, not tonight. I'm going to bed, and then maybe pick something from this. I'm not learning Godot. Don't know. Surely, eventually, I will figure out what I want to do as a career. Surely. Surely I'm not going to be fucking useless for this whole time. All good. Because, I was thinking about it. I really want to work somewhere like fucking Datadog or Databricks or something. Maybe I just do another distributed system open source thing. Because I enjoyed my distributed systems class. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, that is all. I'm gonna go to bed. VG Gamer, what's up, man? Hope you have a wonderful rest of your nights, guys. I truly, like, actually, I apologize for, like, never actually having a direction for this stream. But I don't know if that's something I can offer right now in my life. So, we'll see. Unlucky is what it is. Good night.